Secretary General has appealed directly to the Security Council for help in urging the authorities of Myanmar to cooperate with the global organization and allow its agencies unimpeded access to the country. António Guterres was addressing Council on the one-year anniversary of the start of a refugee emergency that would see over 700,000 Rohingya Muslims flee across the border into Bangladesh.
He witnessed the plight of Rohingya refugees firsthand, hearing their stories of horrendous persecution and suffering, and now wants the Security Council to do more.
It is clear that conditions are not yet met for the safe, voluntary, dignified and sustainable return of Rohingya refugees to their places of origin or choice. And I ask members of the Security Council to join me in urging the Myanmar authorities to cooperate with the United Nations and to ensure immediate, unimpeded and effective access for its agencies and partners. And we must also continue to press for the release of journalists who have been arrested for reporting on this human tragedy.
Myanmar authorities signed a memorandum of understanding with the United Nations in June that established a framework for cooperation to create conditions for the voluntary, safe, dignified and sustainable repatriation of refugees from Bangladesh to Rakhine State. The UN also points out that Rohingya who remained in Rakhine continue to face marginalization and discrimination. This Australian actress and goodwill ambassador visited refugees in Bangladesh last March.
Refugees move back home when it is safe and secure to do so. The Rohingya cannot return to the very conditions they were forced to flee. They cannot settle for half solutions. They must know that they belong. A clear pathway to full citizenship is essential. This is not a luxury. This is not a privilege. This is a basic right that all of us here enjoy. A right that the Rohingya do not have.
The UN fact-finding report has urged the Council to refer Myanmar to the International Criminal Court or set up an ad hoc tribunal to try senior military leaders accused of crimes against humanity, including murder, rape and torture.
I think accountability remains an important priority. We need to see that those, as we saw with the recent report, although it was a summary report, I'm looking forward to being in Geneva when the detailed report is presented to the Human Rights Council. We must make sure that those who have perpetrated crimes are brought to justice. It is incumbent on all of us to ensure we deliver that justice for the victims of these crimes.
Russia called for a balanced and non-confrontational approach to the question of the Rohingya, while China urged the resolution of the crisis through bilateral channels. Shervin Brycepease, SABC News, New York.